Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video I will be telling you in detail way how we place the column inside the foundation. As you can see in this video, the laborers and the masons are placing the columns inside the footing. First of all, let me tell you the size of the footing. Basically, the size of the footing is 6 feet by 5 feet, and the depth of that footing is almost 5.5 feet. So, as you can see, they are placing the column. So, placing the column inside the footing is very important step, and and proper care should be taken and while casting. And I'm zooming this um, just to watch you. As you can see, the needle, actually this needle is placed exactly central point of that column, which has been done before the placing of this column for the reference. And now you can see the mason is just expanding the legs of that column. And for the legs, let me tell you that the legs of the column to have the desired length, and according to the codal provision, the minimum length of that leg should be 300 mm. And one more general formula that we have is 20 times the dia of the bar that we use. So in this column, this is basically a heavy column where we have provided 6 number of 16 mm dia and 2 number of 12 mm dia on the shorter side. And for the safer side, we have provided, for the 16 mm dia we have provided 1.5 feet, or you can say 18 inches, the length of that leg. And for the 12 mm dia we have provided 1 feet and 3 inches, or the 15 inches length, as you can see. Now the mason is just trying to provide, and now you can see the thread. I hope you will see it, the thread, uh, as you can see. And from the both side, the thread has been will be placed. Right now it is not being placed because we have to place the column first, but we do have the reference line that I will be showing you later, that how we place the thread and how we actually check the column whether it is placed properly or not. Placing the column, and it should be placed vertically. As you can see, the plumb bob, locally we call it as sahul. So this mason is placing the plumb bob along with the column, just to check whether the column is placed exactly where it is marked, because it is very important to place the column exactly vertical, with reference to that footing. Because if there will be any kind of inclination in that column, then it will lead to further extra moment, because the eccentricity will be developed in the column, which will cause the extra moment in that column. And we don't want that extra moment to be uh, come in the column. So it is very important to place the column. Now you can see the rod are being inserted little far away from that column. Basically this rod, the use of this rod, that I'll be showing you later, that now this, with this rod the column will be tied with the help of the rope that labor is just arranging right now. As you can see, now this column will be tied along that 4 rods. One rod is here, and you can see that rod, yeah, this rod, and one is placing is in that point, and one will be placing in that point. So you can see now, after putting the column at the exact point, now what the mason is doing, he is trying the column, the basically the footing of that column with the thin binding rod that we use for the binding. And let me tell you, the main bar and the distribution bar in the footing, we use both the main bar and the distribution bar as 12 dia, and the place in the spacing of that bar is the main bar is spaced at 5 inches, and the distribution bar is placed at the spacing of 6 inches, or you can say 150 center to center. And one question I must ask you, that which bar should be placed vertical down and which bar should be placed upward? Let me check whether you know or not. You can write in the chat box or the comment box that. And now you can see, let me show you the drawing. This is the grid lines, and we are right now working on this column. Basically, this is the column that we are placing right now. Remaining three we have already placed, and this is the fourth column in that bedroom that we are providing right now. So this is a huge column, basically heavy column, and you can see, as you can see, now the column has been tied with the ropes, and now the mason will instruct and will tell how we do all these things. So now, as you can see, the thread is being tied for to check whether the column is placed exactly at the point where it should be. So you can see here, now the thread are being, now see, both the thread has been tied, and now the mason is just tying the column with the rope, so that he will instruct the other worker to loose the column or to tighten up, so that it could fall exactly vertical. As I have told you already, that why there is a need to do the proper exactly vertical column or not. Okay, so as you can see, they are just tying the column. Okay, so it is, these steps are a little bit time taking, but we should not ignore these steps, because it is very important, because this is the basics of it's the initial stage of the construction, and we know that if the foundation is strong, then the whole structure will be strong. So we should not neglect these kind of steps and procedure. Now you can see how the plumb bob is used to check whether this column is exactly vertical or not. As you can see, this mason is just put one finger at that point, and now he is just placing the plumb bob exactly vertical, and this plumb bob will tell where to move the column, in the right way, or in the left way, or in the front, or in the back. He will instruct to other workers. Now you can see there he is putting the plumb bob, and he's checking whether the column is exactly vertical, or is it inclined in any side or not. So this is the complete steps of placing the column. And one thing I must tell you guys, that these steps are really very important, because being an structural engineer, you uh, you must know how important it is to place the column exactly where it should be. Now you can see the column has been tied, and all the checks has been done. As you can see, now the column is exactly vertical, because the plumb bob is telling that now the column is vertical. So let's see, I hope you guys will see it, plumb bob, and how it is placed, and how it is being checked. Okay, so now the mason has told and verified the column is in the exact location. So now he will measure it with the help of inchy tape. As you can see, he has the inchy tape in his hand. Okay, and this is the binding rod that they use for binding the footing of the column. So guys, this is the way we place the column, and I hope you guys have gained some amount of knowledge at how we put the column inside the footing. Now if you guys like this video, then please like it, and you can subscribe my channel for more such videos. Thank you so much for watching this video.